products where I'm like, my feet skin is roughly the same as my hand skin, so. But let me go ahead and open this real quick. I know you can see because it is hot in my room that it does look like it's wet. Because the wax or the oil they put in this, it's heating up, right? But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and just apply it on my hands since my hands are dry. And I don't like dry hands. Okay, so my thought process is if I put it on one hand, it should be enough to go on both hands. It definitely is a thicker feeling moisturizer, that's for sure. But I think it's a lot better suited for, or it is suited for, like this type of skin or your feet skin, because it is tougher and it does dry out more than other parts of our skin. So I do like that this product is heavier. I mean, in the winter time, you could also probably put it all over, but because it is the summertime here, I don't necessarily need to put it all over, but I would if I didn't have, any moisturizer. So, yeah, you can definitely tell it is greasy, but I do like that. Let me just go ahead and just kind of dry my hands a bit though. Just to kind of soak up the grease just a little bit, so that I'm not able to like have stuff slip out of my hands or break something. Okay, so I think that pretty much did a good job of clearing off, the excess grease, right? So let me get into my story time while I go ahead and apply some nail and cuticle oil, right? But before I did put this on, I did go ahead and put this, like, one coat of nail hardener on. And this all makes sense. So I know for maybe most people's nails experiences, right? Like when they go to the nail salon, they find it to be a enjoyable experience. But I personally do not find the nail salon to be an enjoyable experience, because all the times that I've went to, like, okay, maybe as a kid, right, it was different because, I mean, you could only really get just like the regular polish, but now they use, or at least the nail salons that I have been to, all use this little drill bit thingy. And I'll probably like insert a photo here or something. But they use this drill thing to either take off the gel nails, or even then sometimes regular nail polish, or they use it to file down acrylics, like if you're getting acrylics or something, they use it for that. The problem is that when nail techs misuse it, it can cause a lot of pain to the client. Like if they are drilling so far that it then ends up touching your real nail, like they're no longer just drilling nail polish or the acrylics, they're drilling your actual nail. So several times I've been in the chair and they have like nipped me with the drill to where it was like, okay, that's painful, or that's too much pressure, right? This last time that I went to the nail salon was not the best at all, and this is why I have now decided that I'm staying clear of nail salons. Like, I just can't do it. So this last time that I went, I just got the regular gel nails. Like, this wasn't even acrylic or anything, just, you know, simple gel, because I do like that gel lasts longer, right? And it was a French tip. The lady, she goes to, you know, I guess shape the gel. I don't know. I guess there's different types of gel nails. I really don't know. But as she's drilling my real nails, because now it's painful when she's, you know, drilling, right? So several times while I'm sitting in the chair, I'm just kind of like, ow, you know, or like that hurts. And, you know, the lady, she'll stop, reassess, and be like, okay. And then when she got to the part where it was time to actually put my nails under the dryer after she put the polish on, when I tell you, I'd never felt a sensation ever like that before. It absolutely burned, okay? Like, it was horrible. And I'm telling the lady, like, oh, ma'am, like, this hurts. And she's like, oh, yeah, I forgot what the heck she said, but it was something along the lines of, like, you know, oh, well, sometimes that happens. But I'm like, it ain't supposed to be happening like this. So, needless to say, I was just like, you know what, I'm just not coming back to do this. And keep in mind, like, my time here in Germany, I've been to majority of the nail salons that's here in the area that I stay at. Which, there's also another thing too, like, not that many nail options as far as like, oh, back in the States you have dip powder, you have, you know, a whole bunch of things to choose from, but here it's just regular gel nail, acrylic, that's it. They only got 3 options to choose from. And I was just like, you know what, this is absolutely, I mean, it is what it is, but I mean, I wouldn't mind the limited options if the nail care part was a lot better here, but it's not. And again, this is just for the area in Germany that I stay in, where the nail care is not the best. And, you know, like, you don't really see people clean their tools, or a lot of people have reported infections and stuff like that, so it's just hard to find a legit, decent nail salon. And so, like I said, after my experience, my last experience of going to the nail salon, I said, oh no, you know what, like, I'm gonna find other ways to be girly, because this here is not it. And also too, like, I like having healthy nails, so when the lady like took off the nail polish so she could put the new one on, like, my nails just looked so beat up because of how much, you know, they were drilling into my real nails. And, you know, and I remember when I came home I still had like a little bit of what is it? Like gel nail polish left on, and I was like, you know what? Like, I'll be darned if I have to go back to a nail salon and have them take it off just for them to put on. Be like, okay, let me bust out the little drill thing. Like, I was like, absolutely not. So I literally sat in my car for an hour in the driveway and just picked off the gel nails myself. But yeah, I was like, this is too much. Like, I don't know how people do it. But so now I'm on this journey of trying to re-strengthen my nails, since right now they are dead and lifeless. So I don't even care about having nail polish on them. I just want them to be healthy. And here's the crazy thing too, like, I've never really been one to get my nails done like on a consistent basis. It might be like, okay, once in a blue moon I'm feeling like going to get them done. This year I was trying to explore and do something different, but yeah, no, I said, you know what, I think it's a sign for my exploration to come to an end, because if, you know, if I was to look at it as just having the end result of nice nails, but the process to go through to get to having the nice nails, I can't do it. Can't, it's out of there for me. So that's why I'm starting from ground zero and trying to build my nails back up. So hopefully, you know, this combination of just me using a nail cuticle oil and you know, a nail hardener helps a little bit. But yeah, that's pretty much the story that I had. Like, I just wanted to have some cute, healthy nails, but I was like, well, looks like I can, at this point, just only have healthy nails, and or find a way where I can do it myself. But I haven't got there yet to do it myself. Like, I could do my hair myself. My nails, I still have yet to figure that out. But moving on, I did find these cute containers on Amazon. These like glass containers, because lately I've been trying to get into like making stuff at home, so I bought a whole bunch of containers. And for the products that I have not run out yet, as far as like me needing to make stuff from scratch, I have not. The only items that I have made was some body soap, which now this one, because I have it in this container, like it looks bad, but trust me, it's not. It's simply because so in this soap in particular, I put what's it called? I had rose petals and tea leaves in here. I put a whole bunch of tea leaves, but this is a goat milk one that I made. See, like, all the tea leaves are at the bottom, which I put hibiscus and one of them had like chamomile and stuff like that in it. And on the top was rose petals and then like more tea leaf stuff. So it did change colors. I will say, in general, with there not being much ventilation in Germany, it is hard to try to keep certain things like dry, because houses in Germany are just not well ventilated. So it's either you having to open the windows or, you know, putting on a fan, but even then that doesn't save things from melting. So I mean, even though this is like in a airtight container, but as you can see, soaps as well. But again, the problem, if I turn it this way, like how you can see right there on top, because it's hot in here, so it's very hard to keep things dry, essentially. But I try my best to put them in like spots that don't get a lot of sunlight. And that was the other thing too, for like me buying these containers. So for certain items or products, like one, keeping them out of the sunlight, and keeping them from like turning different colors. So I thought that getting these containers were a good investment because they are darker color, and you know, we're supposed to help with like the discoloration and stuff like that. So in this container I have so this is my hair grease that I use, and it smells like peppermint, but I really like this brand of hair grease. It's called I think it's like Don't Be Bald or something, but I personally really like it because, oh my gosh, Jesus, when I put it on my scalp, I like the tingly cooling sensation. So, but yeah, there's that. And then here in this jar, and also the sizes of these jars do help maximize on space. So like if you're traveling or something like that, these are some decent sized jars where it's like, okay, you don't have to haul around full size products. You can take a little bit from a container and, you know, place it in here. So in this container I have my face cream. So this one is by, I think it's called Course X or something. So essentially it's like snail cream or something. I don't know. How I heard about it was that my sister was using it, and I was like, I tried it out one day, and I was like, oh, I actually like this. So I ended up purchasing some for myself. But either I'll use this on my face or I use shea butter. Those are the two products for moisturizers I put on my face. And then here I have my shampoo. So all I did was just take some Dr. Bronner's Castle soap and mixed it with olive oil and some water. And sometimes I'll put essential oils in it, but this time I just put olive oil in it because the Dr. Bronner's Castle soap, it is a stronger soap. And I use this on my body, I use this on my hair, and I also use it on my face. So this is like an all-in-one soap. And I know when I say that, some people are like, what? An all-in-one? Because like when you think of all-in-one, you think of like, you know, let's say some sort of like rinky-dink soap that's not really all that great and shouldn't be used all over. But again, because this is a natural soap, it can be used all over. So separated anymore, but you know, it just takes a little bit of a shaky shake. That's it. But yeah. So those are the containers that I bought. I'm trying to see what else maybe I can show you here, because right now this station is my like my dressing station, if you want to call it that. Or maybe